There's a lot of freedom and there's a lot of room for you to really grow, not just as a guitarist, but as a musician.
I applied everywhere, but the reason that I chose NEC is there's a lot of opportunity in here.
That's the thing about NEC is that it's all there. It's just up to you to choose whether or not you actually really want it.
In the guitar, it's a different path. People really have to invent themselves, have to create themselves. I have to know the student. I have to help the student develop the student's own personal story. What's the personal narrative? Because that's really what counts these days. There's so many people who can play the standard repertoire more or less well these days. So what's going to count, what counts increasingly in the internet age is your personal story, your personal narrative. Number one thing I want to see is love for music. Love for music. If you have the love, if you have the desire, I can work with that.
Well, I think the NEC guitar program is really open, and the guitar community is very friendly. You have these opportunities to play with everyone, and NEC brings a lot of guests for the master classes. It's just a great opportunity to play with everyone and listen to everyone. We study with the wonderful guitarist Eliot Fisk here in NEC. He's just a professor that really cares about his students, and he just has this incredible creative ideas for developing technique, for studying different repertoire, and just he really brings out the best of each of their students.
We're very fortunate that we have, outside of myself, three very fine younger faculty members. One is Jérôme Mouffe, who did a doctorate with me here, who also has won a number of competitions, played all over the world. He's originally from Belgium. Zaira Meneses has come on, and she does a wonderful performance class where she really gets the kids motivated, and she takes them out into the community as well, does concert series with them. And finally, the brilliant virtuoso guitarist Grisha Goryachev, who also comes back and gives master classes to the kids.
One of the things we do as a guitar faculty here, we have the wonderful Boston Guitar Fest, which also gives an opportunity to students to participate not only in the festival itself, but also in actually understanding how a festival like that runs. Here at NEC, starting last year, we started offering a split studio between Eliot Fisk and myself. And that actually has been an option that has been increasingly popular. More and more students like to have different approaches on the pieces that they are performing, but in a way that is compatible and complementary. I think in a school like NEC, you're really looking for a certain level of understanding of the technique of the instrument, of course, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is a personality. We're looking for students who have a personality, something special, something interesting, something that they do that not everybody else does, right? That, to me, is the most important thing.
You know, I have traveled the world and I have seen international musicians all over. And one particular thing that I felt in love with New England Conservatory, that I felt this is a place for me, this is home, is because we don't perform or we don't practice to be perfect. You know, it's not about perfection, it's about creating an experience. I think it should be about discovering who we are, and that's why I loved NEC, because it gives you the space to really be in touch with yourself.
If working with me doesn't not just change your guitar playing, but transform your entire life, don't come here. Don't come here unless you want a complete transformation. And don't come here unless you want to really discover things you didn't even know you had inside of yourself.